the start screen. I discussed till manage parameters. Let me open Power Query, click on transform data. Let me bring some tables, click on new source. So instead of going with the new source, you can even go with the recent sources also, guys. I want to bring the tables from sample superstore, click on this. So this time you don't need to browse where the Excel file is located. I want orders table, people's table, returns table, press OK. So if required, you can even bring the tables from this server, click on this. I'll bring the tables from AdventureWorks. I'll bring some tables like dim customer, dim currency, dim date, some tables, dim employee, fact internet sales, fact product inventory, fact reseller sales, and I can select selected tables also, select related tables. To this tables, there will be some related tables. So fact reseller sales is there, right? If fact reseller sales is related to ABC table in the database, when I select related table, this will go and select ABC table also here. Why? Because to this fact internet sales table, it's a related table. When I click on select related table, for these tables, what are the tables that are related, you can see. So just I'm bringing more number of tables now, press OK. The tables will come to. So do you want to go with import mode or direct query mode? For now, go with import mode, press OK. You got all the tables into the Power Query, guys. Now we need to discuss about refresh preview, refresh all, cancel refresh. Till manage parameters, I discussed in yesterday's class, till here. Now we need to go and discuss about refresh preview, refresh all. So first, refresh preview. So if there is any new data in one table, take an example. I bought the people's table. In the people's table, desktop backup, source files, and in the people's table, I added one more record here. So in the people's table, I added some new data. Person is Sunil. He is for north region. So there is some new data in this table. I want to see that new data in the Power Query. So in the Power Query, people's table is there, and I entered in the source Sunil, north region. I want to see that record here. If you want to see that record, you need to refresh this table. Whenever we need to refresh one table, a selected table, you need to go with the refresh preview, guys. When I click on refresh preview, it will refresh this selected table. Go here, click on refresh preview. When I click on refresh preview, look at this, you got this. It will refresh only this table, guys.
Muted.
Refresh preview will refresh the selected table. Selected table. Refresh all will refresh all the tables. Refresh all will refresh all the tables. That is the only symbol. So you are refreshing the data and it is taking a lot of time. I want to cancel the refresh in the meantime. There is cancel refresh. You can stop refreshing your tables. You can just click on cancel refresh. When refresh is taking a lot of time, for some reasons you are planning to cancel the refresh, you can just click on cancel. And then properties, guys. When you right click on it, when you go and click on properties, a window will open. The same window, You can even open it from this properties also. When I click on this properties, you'll get the same window. When you select any table, when you click on the properties, the table related properties you can see. Query properties. I already discussed about this window. We know about these options. And then advanced data, we already know about it. If you want to see the complete M language code on the table, you can go to advanced data. You can see the complete M language code here, right? That is nothing but advanced data. The next one is delete duplicate reference. We even see the options when you right click here. Delete duplicate reference. These three options, they kept under manage. Whatever the three options you have here, they kept under manage, but there is no difference. Same. If you want to delete the table, you can even delete it from here, or else you can even delete it from here. If you want to duplicate the table, you can duplicate it from here, or else you can duplicate it from here. If you want to reference the table, you can reference from here, or else you can reference from here. Both the options are same. And manage columns. I already discussed about all the options in this manage columns. And we even discussed about all the options in the reduce rows. And the next one is sorting, guys. Sorting the data in the tables. Let's discuss what is this sorting. Now, so whenever we need to sort the data either in ascending order or descending order, sorting. The next one you are seeing is sort. Sort. Next one we seen there is sorting, guys. Sorting. So sorting is used to present the data either in ascending order or descending order. Sorting is used to present the data either in ascending order or descending order. Descending order. So ascending order means small to big. Ascending means small values to big values. Descending means big values to small values. So now let me bring EMP table, Excel, or else let's go directly with recent sources, EMP DEPT. I want EMP table, DEPT table and managers table, press OK. So in the EMP table, when you go to the EMP table, now the data, so how you will get the data into the Power Query is in the source, first record will come to the first record. In the Excel, what is the first record you have? In the Excel, in the EMP DEPT Excel, the first record I have is this Clark. The Clark record will come first. The last record I have in the source is Sunil. The last record will come here. Look at this, Sunil. So in the source, which order you have, the same order you will get the rows. Sometimes I need to sort the data. I need to see who are top 5 employees here for whom we are paying more salaries. Salary column is there. I want to sort the data based on salary column. The people who are taking highest salary, I need to show on the top. The people who are taking least salary, I need to show on the bottom. So if you look at here, Sunil is taking the highest salary, 10,000 rupees. So $10,000 or something here. And King is taking the next highest salary. I want to show second here. So I want to show highest salaries on the top, least salaries on the bottom. Select the salary column. So highest to least, you want to sort in descending order. Descending order. Highest to least, if you want to sort in descending order. Just click on this. Look at this. First you are seeing Sunil, then King. Previously Sunil is in the bottom. Now King. Right, it is just sorting the values highest to least. So if you want least to highest, so now I want the people who is doing taking least salary first and highest salary last. Select this A to Z, guys. Ascending order. A to Z means what? Ascending order. Then it will show least salaries first and highest salaries last. There are sometimes we need to sort the data on multiple columns. Okay, you are sorting the table and you are showing highest salaries to least salaries. Complete table level sort this is. I don't want to sort complete. I want 10th department highest salaries to least salaries. First, I want only 10th department's data. highest salaries to least salaries. 20th department, highest salaries to least salaries. 30th department, highest salaries to least salaries. And 50th department, highest salaries to least salaries. So I want to sort the data based on 2 columns. So at a time, it is not possible to sort 2 columns. When I select 2 columns at a time, the sort options was grayed out. Whatever the options you have in the sort, they were grayed out. So you are not supposed to sort on 2 columns at a time. First, you need to sort data on department number. I want department number wise highest salaries to least salaries. So for this 10th department, this is the king is the first highest salary, then this person and this person. I need to get them in the order. Then I need to take 20th department. In the 20th department, which one is highest salary I want to show on the top, which one is least salary I want to show on the bottom. Let's go here. First sort the department numbers in ascending order. So I am sorting this department number in ascending order. First I'm showing 10th department, then 20th department, then 30th, then 50th. And then go to salary, sort in descending order. This time you can see numbers here. First sort column is this, second sort column is this. In the 10th department, highest salaries to least salaries. 20th department, highest salaries to least salaries. 30th department, highest salaries to least salaries. Now it is not sorting on complete column, it is sorting based on department number. So you can see the numbers also here. First sort column is this, second sort column is this. Department number is sorting in ascending order, salary is sorting in descending order. Like this, you can even sort on multiple columns also. You can even sort on third column also if required. If there is any requirement, you can even sort on third column also. Then we discussed about split column, and then we discussed about group by. Already I discussed about group by, and I discussed about how to change the data type of the column. This I discussed about it. Use first row as header as first row we discussed, and replace values we already discussed. In the combined queries, about merge queries, append queries, combined files we already discussed. And in the right hand side you have some options like AI insights, artificial intelligence. AI stands for what, guys? Artificial intelligence and machine learning thing, guys, here. So Microsoft integrated machine learning with this Power BI, guys. So in Azure they can write some machine learning. Already there will be some pre-built algorithms, machine learning algorithms. So we can call them and we can use them on our data. So this asset data, and there are 2 kinds of roles, guys. One is data analyst role and data scientist role. So data analyst role, if you know some basic SQL knowledge, if you know Power BI knowledge, you can go as data analyst, guys. But if you want to go as data scientist, you need to have SQL knowledge, you need to have Power BI knowledge, you need to have R language, R knowledge, you need to have Python language, anyone, R or Python knowledge, and you need to have some knowledge on machine learning. So here, what is machine learning? You need to have it. Frankly to speak, it is not our bucket, guys. This course is related to data analyst. So if someone asks you, have you used this AI insights or have you used any machine learning algorithms which are there in the Azure? In Azure, there are some machine learning algorithms. If you want to use them, we can use them with these options, guys. With these options. So at least you need to know what is machine learning. Then only you can go and use this. What is machine learning? What is algorithm? If you know, we can just use it. I can tell you, just ignore it. If you tell that I know I used, then at least they might expect something which are related to machine learning, which are related to algorithms. So then what that algorithm will do, what input you will pass to that, what output it will give, they'll ask you, guys. So I'll tell that just ignore it. This part we don't need it. Who will utilize this part extensively is the people who comes under this designation, guys. This data scientist, they know. They know about machine learning, they know about Python, they know about R. When they know about all this, they can easily understand about what text analytics will do. This is one algorithm, what vision analytics will do. If they want to call some other machine learning algorithms which are there in Azure, they can try with this. But as a data analyst, we are not aware of all this, so better ignore this area. The next one is transform tab, guys. We're done with home tab options. Whatever the options we have in the home tab, we extensively discussed them. So we discussed about every option. Now let's jump into the transform tab. What is transform tab? What we will do in transform tab, we'll see now. Transform tab options. The second one is transform tab. Group by you have, same group by. Whatever the group by you have here in the home tab, same group by. Either place you can use it. Whenever we need to aggregate the data, you can aggregate the data from here, or else you can even aggregate the data from here. And use first row as header as first row, same options. So even when you use these two options, or when you use these two options, the result will be same. And transpose, we already discussed it. And there is an option called reverse rows. Reverse rows means it will bring the bottom rows to top and top rows to bottom. I don't want to sort the data. I just want to bring what are the rows which are there in the bottom to the top, what are the rows that are there in the top and top to the bottom. Just I want to reverse the rows. Last row to first row, last second row to second row, last third row to third row, and first row to last row. If you just want to completely reverse the rows, sorting is different, guys. Sorting, what it will do? So it will sort the data based on the values. But this time blindly, whatever the rows I have in the bottom, Sunil I want to see in the first, and then James I want to see, and then Blake I want to see. Look at this. So if you just want to bring the bottom rows to top, you just click on reverse rows. Sunil will come to the top, James will come to the top second, and Turner will come to the top third. Sunil, James, Turner. They just simply bring the bottom rows to top, top rows to bottom, reversing the rows. And then count rows. If you want to count any table rows, let's take an example. I have fact tables here, fact internet sales, fact inventory. There is fact product inventory. I want to count how many rows I have in this table. Just click on count rows, guys. When I click on count rows, it will go and tell you how many rows you have in the table. 7,76,286 rows I have in the table. Whenever there is a requirement where we need to count the number of rows in the table, in the orders table, how many rows I have, click on count rows. It will tell you 9,994 rows are there in orders table. Number of rows it will tell you in the table, guys. And if you want to change the data type, you can even change it from here. Detect data type, we already know it. Renaming the column, we know it. You can rename it like this. You can click on it. And replace values, replace errors, we know about it. Replace errors I discussed in row transformations. And then fill down, fill up. There is an option called fill down and fill up. Let's see it. So unpivot column we discussed. Unpivot column we discussed. Move to the left, to the right, to the beginning, to the end we discussed. Convert to list. This in the manage parameters we discussed it. Yesterday I shared a video. At the end I discussed about what is this convert to list, how to use this. Now we need to see this fill down and fill up. Fill down and fill up. What these options are, this fill down and fill up options. So what that fill down and fill up options is, sometimes you will get the data something like this, guys. Let me show you. They provided some data to me like this PC, D drive, Power BI material, Power Query, sample data. I have some sample data here. They're providing year wise, product wise, sales. In the year 2016, product A, it is doing 100. In year 2016, product B, some 200, product C, some 150, and 2016 product D, this. So I have year wise, product wise, sales. 2017, each product wise sales. 2018, each product wise sales I have. Let me bring the table to Power BI, guys. Click on new source, Excel. Let me close this. Let me close this. So Excel desktop or else this PC, Power BI material, Power Query, sample data. Click on open. Fill. I'll select the fill table, press OK. Client provided the data. Sometimes in the Excel file, what they'll do is when the value is repeating here, 2016 product A, what is the sales? And then 2016 product B, what is the sales? And 2016 product C, what is the sales? So when the value is repeating, some people, they don't enter the data. They don't enter the data here. They will ask us to consider this value here. Okay, while reading, I can consider it. I can consider this as 2016 product B, what is the sales? 2016 product C, what is the sales? And this is 2017 product B, what is the sales? 2017 product C, what is the sales? When I am reading, I can consider this value and I can understand 2017 product B, what is the sales it is. They're given this table and they're asking to create some analysis. Show me year wise what is the sales amount you're getting. Each year wise sales amount. For 2016, I have 4 records. What is the sales amount is, I want to sum these 4 values, 100 plus 200, 300, 450 and 1050. 2016 year, 1050 is my sales value. I want to show this. 2017, these 4 values are there. In 2017, you want to add these 4 values and you want to show it. 200 plus 150, 350, 350 plus 200, 550, 550 plus 200, 750. I need to show like this. 2017, I need to show 750, guys. But how can you show it? Let me load these tables. I don't want to close the Power Query software. I just want to load all these tables to Power Pivot. So I don't want to close Power Query. Why? Because I want to come back again. I want to do some transformations. Without closing the Power Query, I just want to load these tables and I want to create the visuals. There is no tables in the Power Pivot so far. I need to load the tables. I need to create the visuals without closing Power Query software. How can we do it?
Click on apply.
Just you need to click on apply. In the close and apply, you are not supposed to click on close and apply, or you are not supposed to directly click on this button. When you directly click on this button, it will perform close and apply. Now you need to just go with apply. When I click on apply, it will not close the Power Query software. It will load only this tables data. Only this 26 tables data it will load. So as there are 26 tables, it might take 1 minute of time or around some time. Let it take. Yes, it got loaded. It got loaded. Fine. Good. So when I go here, you can find all the tables here. Whatever the tables we loaded, we can find them in the model view. Oh, it is not showing. Right? If look at this, whatever the tables I loaded, you can find in the model view. Now I can go and create one visual on the fill table. There is one table with the name fill. I'll go and create one visual on the fill table. I want year wise sales. I can go and take the year. By default, as it is a number column, it will summarize the data. I don't want to summarize. Click on do not summarize. So now it is showing 2016, 17, 18. Why? Because in the fill table, what it will do is it will take only this 2 as 2016, only this 2 as 2017, only this 2 as 2018. These are, it will take as blank, guys. Blank. 4 values it is showing. Totally 4 values are there. In this column, how many values you have? Blank, 2016, 17, 18. 4 values are there. It shows 4 values. And for that, when you drag sum of sales, so it is telling that 2016, actually it needs to show 1050, but it will do sum of sales for only this 2. 600 plus 100, how much? Only 700. Actually, it need to even take this 2017 200 plus 200, 400 it is taking, but it need to even consider this one also. But it is not considering, guys. 2014, 400, 2016, 700. Now, I just want 2016, 1050. So this time, you need to populate this null values with the top value, guys. You need to populate this null values with the top value. You need to populate this blank values with top value, blank values with top value. For that, so when client is giving the Excel files, sometimes you will see the data like this, guys. Important. So going and manually doing it will not work. So it is important. So Excel file, you will get the data like this. Now what I can do is I can select this column. I can go to the transform. I can go and click on fill down. I can go and click on fill down. When I click on fill down, what it will fill is, it will fill non-null value to the null values. Top non-null value. In this, top non-null value is this, it will fill here. Top non-null value is this, it will fill here. So, and here, top null value will be filled with this blank cell. Top null value will be filled with this null. Here, top null value will be filled with this top null value. So whenever you need to fill the top null value to this bottom values, you need to go with fill down, guys. So when I click on fill up, what it will do is it will fill bottom non-null value to the top, bottom non-null value to the top, bottom non-null value to the top. So whenever you need to fill bottom values to these null values, then you can click on fill up. Here either one is fine. I designed this data in such a way it will work for both down and up. So when I click on fill down, now you got 2016 here, and you got 2017 here, and you even got 2018 here. Will it show correct data now? Perfectly. You can even do fill up, guys. Even when you do fill up here, you'll see in the same way. So without closing this Power Query software, I need to commit the changes. Just go and click on apply. When I click on apply, it will just commit the changes. It will not close the Power Query software. Just go and check it here. Now you got the data in the table and you got the perfect results what we are expecting. 2016 1050, 2017 750. Previously it shows only 400 here. Now you are seeing exactly correct data. Fill up and fill down. And we discussed remaining options here. And there are some options under text column, number column, date and time column. The same options you can even find in the add column tab. When you even go with the add column tab, in the add column tab also, you'll find same kind of options. Look at this here. So whatever the options you are seeing in the add column tab, from text, from number, from date, the same options you can even find in the transform tab also. We know why you are seeing these options in both add column tab and transform tab. We know. So when to go to the add column tab, when to use these options, when to go to the transform tab, or when to use this option. These options are same. So when to use transform tab options, when to use add column tab options, we are aware of it. I already discussed it. Now tell me, guys, I have an orders table. So in the orders table, first I have a customer name column. I need to convert the customer name to uppercase, and I want the result in the new column. When you want to convert the customer name in the uppercase, when you want the result in the new column, where you need to do the operation?
Add column.
Add column tab. Okay. Yeah, you need to go to add column. Just you need to go to add column tab, guys. Correct. Just go to add column tab, and where you need to check for the option is, you don't need to check for the option in from number area, from date and time area. Why? Because this is if you want to perform on number data type column, you want to go here. If you want to perform on date data type column, you need to go here. This is a text data type column. When you want to perform the transformation on text data type column, you need to go to from text and select this column, go to the format, click on uppercase. This time you got a new column and it got converted to the uppercase. Sometimes we need the result in the same column. So now I want to convert the customer name to uppercase, but I need the result in the same column. When you need the result in the same column, this time you need to go to transform tab, guys. Whenever you are expecting the results in the same column, do it in the transform tab. Go to transform tab, go to format, click on uppercase. When you do that, you can see the results in the same column. Okay, good. Now I have a order date column. I want to derive the year from the order date column. I want the year in the new column. I want to derive some year. I want to get that year in the new column. So when you want to get the result in the new column, just you need to go to add column. And where you need to check for the option is from date and time. Why? Because it is a date and time column, date related column, date related transformations. You can do it here. Just go here, add column, go and click on year. When you click on year, you'll get the year, but in the new column. This time, I want to derive the year from the order date, and I want to see the year in the same column. Select this column, go to the transform tab. When you want the year in the same column, when you want the result in the same column, you just want to go to the transform tab. You just want to check for the option in the date and time column, guys. You're not supposed to check here and there. It's a date related column. You can check here. You can go to the date. You can just click on year, guys. When I click on year, you'll get the year in the same column. Like this, I have a sales column. I want to round the sales values. When it is 261.96, I want to make it 262. When it is 7.28, I want to make it 7. So after decimal place, when the number is greater than or equal to 5, take that to the next number. After the decimal place, when it is less than 5, take to the original number. So when you want to round the sales values, and if you want to get that rounded values in the new column, where you need to look on add column, just go to the add column, and this time you need to check for the option in from number. I need to do the transformation on number data type column. Just go here and look the right option here. So there is rounding. I want to round the number. Click on round to how many decimal places. I want to round this number to 0 decimal places. Press OK. You'll get a new column, and it will round the values to the, see, you got 7 here, you got 262 here. So if you want the result in the same column, I want to round the sales values, but I don't want in a new column, I want in the same column. Just go to transform tab. In the transform tab, go to the number column and look for the option rounding. When I go here, you have round. I want to round this to 0 decimal places. Press OK. It will round and it will show the result in the same column, guys. Like this, whenever we need to do the transformations, we can go and utilize these options. What I'll do is, in the transform tab, whatever you are seeing here, I'll share one video with the name. You'll get one video today. So they are simple options, guys. Whatever the options you have here, they are simple options. They are simple options. So I'll share one video with the name. You'll get one video. That video will explain about number, column, comma, text, or else number, comma, text and date column transformations. Number, comma, text and date column transformations. The video name will something like this. So in that video, it will clearly explain on a text column, what are the different options we have, when to use which option. All these options will be explained there. All these options will be explained here. And on the same way, on a text column, on a number column, what are the different options you have? So how to work with them, you can find it there. Same way, on a date column, what are the different options you have? So what each option will do, you can find the explanation in that video, guys. So please go through that video and try to understand about these options. And there are some run R script, run Python script. You can integrate R, you can integrate Python with Power BI. So even this is a data scientist related work, guys. So if you know how to write R script, if you know how to write Python script, you can integrate it here. So how you are transforming the data with, so what is the language we used to transform the data? See, look at this. When I want to convert the customer name to uppercase, what is the language I used in Power Query to transform it? What is the language? Which we used in Power Query? M language. Perfect. We use M language.
M language.
Correct. Same way, we can even transform the data with R language and Python language also, guys. R is also one computer language and Python is also one computer language where we can even transform the data using R language and Python language. So some people, they don't know much about M language. Take data scientist. So he is good at R and Python.
he know how to write R code, he know how to write Python code, but he's bit weak with this Power Query M language. When he want to achieve some requirement, he can just go and utilize this run R script, run Python script, guys. So where they can go and write R script and Python script to transform the data. Take an example. I want to get first 5 rows from the EMP table. To get the first 5 rows from the EMP table, this is the EMP table. I just want to get first 5 rows. So first 5 rows are starting from Clark till Jones. So I want to take first 5 rows. If you know what is the M language function you have, if you are aware of Power Query, it is just a click. I can go here, keep rows, keep top rows. I can give 5 and I press OK. You'll get top 5 rows here. So take an example. I'm new to Power Query. I don't know about how to get the top 5 rows in the Power Query, but I'm a data scientist. I'm good with R script and Python script. I know what script, R script I need to use to get the top 5 rows. I know what Python script to get the top 5 rows. So if you want to use this run R script, run Python script, first thing you need to do is you need to install R software in your local machine, guys. So you are working in Power BI Desktop in your local machine, So if you want to run the R script, you need to have R software. First install the R software. If you want to run Python script, you want to install Python libraries also. Once after installing, you just want to go to the file menu, options and settings, options. In the options, what you need to do is R scripting. So when you write any R script, in which path you need to run that R script. So I'm going to write integrate R with Power Query. When you write R code, that R code need to execute in which path. So in where you install the software, I install the software in C drive, program files. When I write R script, it need to execute here. It need to execute here. You need to mention it. Same way, Python scripting also. Where you install Python. So Python. So you need to give it. When you write any Python code, it will execute here. It will execute here. Just press OK, guys. I already install R and Python. If I know how to write R code and Python code, I can write it up. But just I show you, but I don't know even R and Python. For a data analyst, they no need to know. I'm sure you no need to know. So just click on run R script. So till now, what I'm expecting is in this, I want top 5 rows. Shiv, I want top 5 rows, guys. If you want top 5 rows, how to get it? Run R script. So when I click on run R script, it will hold, data set will hold complete result of this. You have 4 steps. The result of this 4 steps will be held in this data set, guys. So EMP table is there. On that you perform 4 ETL steps. The result of 4 ETL steps will be held in data set. Data set will hold the input data for the script. Whatever the R script you are going to write here, to that R script, data set will hold the input data. Right. What I need is I want top 5 rows. There is a function with the name head, guys. In R language, there is a function with the name head. And so sorry, guys. First, what I need to write is you can write some name what you want. I want top 5 rows, guys. I can write some name. I want to write the formula. So this is the step name, and what I need. I want top 5 rows. You want to take less than hyphen symbol, and then you need to write the R code. And then you need to go and write the R code. Here, head is the function. Head is the function which I need to use in R language to get the 5 rows. So, and you need to pass from which you want top 5 rows. So this time, I'm not supposed to pass EMP table. Whatever the data is there in the EMP table, it will be held in the data set. I need to pass the data set here. I want to pass the data set. How many rows you want? Write comma, write this. This is the R language script to get the first 5 rows. Just press OK. When I press OK, what happened, guys? Information is required about data privacy. Click on continue. Or else what is happening here? Click on save. So let's see. So it will execute the task script and it will give top 5 rows. It is behaving something else. Just press OK. So you got what? just top 5 rows. You can even remove this. So it is just giving top 5 rows, guys, starting from Clark to Jones. So look at this, starting from Clark to Jones are the top 5 rows. If you know how to write R script, you can write and you can run it. I'm sure. So you don't want this R and Python. If you know R and Python, you don't want to go as a data analyst, you can go as a data scientist. If you know, you can try integrating it. You can try integrating R and Python here. And you can, if you know about machine learning, you can even try to call these algorithms and see how the result is getting, right? So this is all about transform tab options, guys. Now you will get one video. That video will explain about number column, text column, and date column transformations. And we are done with till transform tab. In tomorrow's class, we'll go and discuss about add column tab options. By tomorrow's class, we'll complete Power Query. So in view tab, tools tab, and help tab, you don't find any options related to development. So it doesn't take much time. And only in the add column tab, you can find the options related to development. I'll talk about these options in tomorrow's class. Add column tab, view tab, tools tab, and help tab. By tomorrow, we'll be completing the Power Query, guys. Click on close and apply. Anybody have any questions about today's class or today's whatever the topics we discussed?
Yeah, so just a question.
Yesterday.
Yeah, in the Power Query, we do a lot of transformation. Is it possible we export this into Excel?
Yes, you can export it. Whatever the data you got into the Power Pivot, if you want to export into the Excel, you can export it. But you need one tool called DAX external tools. You need one tool called DAX Studio. When you have a DAX Studio, with DAX Studio, you can export the resulted data to the Excel or the resulted data to the database also. You want to install a DAX Studio and you want to export it. Look at this. When I have a DAX Studio, I can open it. So I install it. I have a DAX Studio in my machine. I installed it. And which table data I need to export, I can export it. In the advanced, there are now an option called export data. So you can export the data from your tablet database to CSV files and SQL Server, not Excel, either to CSV files or to SQL Server tables. If I want to export it to CSV, I can click on CSV. So I can just click on where I want it. I want in my desktop. I can just want in desktop. I'm giving my desktop path. When I click on next, so what tables you want? I just want only one table called DEPT table data. Click on export. So you can see a table in your desktop DEPT CSV file, which can have department table data.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Any questions?
Sir, regarding yesterday's class, sir. Hello.
What yesterday? What? Tell me.
Manage parameters, like when we have huge data, like to split the data, we use split option, and previously I heard that we can use manage parameters also. How it will gonna work, sir, in this situation?
See, manage parameter is not for splitting the data. It is different. What is that? What is split column? What you are expecting? What you are
Not
expecting?
split
What?
column.
Hmm.
Suppose if we have huge data, we have to get it into the Power Pivot. It's not possible. Like then we will split into two halves and we will bring it by combining.
What is that? When you split the data will reduce?
No, sir. Like
Tell me your requirement clearly, please.
Yeah.
What is your requirement? Tell
sir,
me.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఒక పెద్ద ఫైల్ ఉంటే దాన్ని మనం ఒకటేసారి పుల్ చేయనప్పుడు దాన్ని స్ప్లిట్ చేసి 2 times గా పుల్ చేస్తాం కదండి సార్. అలా కాకుండా ఇంకొక
When you split 2 times, will you reduce the data?
డేటా అయితే ఏం రెడ్యూస్ కాదు, కానీ సింగిల్ టైమ్ లో మనం ఆ డేటాని పుల్ చేయలేనప్పుడు మేనేజ్ పారామీటర్స్ కూడా యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు అని అన్నారు.
When you are not able to pull the complete data, so when you split into 2, how can you bring it? It will not even store, right? You don't need to split it. Why you need to split it?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay.
Transform tab options. So today we discussed about transform tab options. I even discussed something about home tab also. Home tab and transform tab options. I'm giving the report name as home tab and transform tab options. Let me click on publish. Yes, tell me guys. I want to publish it to 7 a.m. May 2021 Power BI files. Someone unmuted, tell me please.
Sir, in interviews sometimes they ask about Power BI data cache limits.
Yeah, we will discuss it. So when it's it depends guys. When it's a pro license, it is 1 GB. When it's a premium license, it is 10 GB.
So that's a max your data set can hold?
Yeah, max the data set can hold, correct. Two types of license are there in Power BI. When it's a pro license, it will hold 10 GB data, a pro license 1 GB data set size, and when it's a premium license, it is 10 GB data set size. That means you can load 100 GB data. It will compress, right? So
Right.
it will compress to 1/10. Almost 100 GB data you can load into one data set.
So one
Hello?
doubt,
Yeah.
Sir, yesterday
Yes.
I can ask, sir, if I write one parameter, we can apply all 6 tables is possible now, sir.
You can write it, right? One parameter can apply in multiple tables. Yes, you
Multiple
can do that.
tables. You can write only one parameter, sir. You can go
Only
each table.
one parameter. One parameter you are writing, then
We can apply whole 6 tables or any tables, 10 tables or
10
more
tables. How many
tables.
tables you want, you can apply. Okay.
Sir, we can go each table and apply this parameter is nothing but filter
100%.
condition.
First
Yes.
time,
sir.
you need to go to each table. You need to apply the parameter. Second
Yes, sir.
time when you change, you don't need to go to the 10 tables. First time is same work. Whether you go and apply the direct filter, whether you go with the parameter, the first time the work you need to do is same. You need to go to all the 10 tables. You need to give it. From the second time, you will save the time. Second time when you want to change any condition, just change in the parameter. It will change in all the 10 tables. It will save your time from the second time when you change any conditions. But the first time there is no change.
Yes, sir.
The work you need to do is same.
Yes.
sir, if a column is having like alphanumeric values, like positive, negative values, and there's like no data or nulls, the sort will work as usual, like
How it will work? How it will work? It will not work.
Yeah.
So will you do
Okay.
it in any other softwares? Negative values, positive values. You have okay till there it is okay. It will sort. When there is a text, the data type of the column will change to text. That time it will not work as expected. If you have only number values like negative values, positive values, it will work without text data.
Okay.
When you have text
Yeah.
data, it will not work.
Okay. Thanks.
Right, guys? I'll stop here for today. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
So, can we get any physical material related to Power BI through Analytics Benchmark or through written notes from you?
I already shared the Power Query material, right?
Okay,
I already
that's all.
shared one mail.
That is enough.
That is enough. So I
Okay,
don't
then.
explain all the options there. Keep the notepad, keep the material. The two are enough.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, someone is asking some other question. Yeah.
What is cloud-based or Azure-based, sir? What is this mean? Cloud-based data type.
See, both are same. Cloud-based data type. Cloud-based software. Cloud-based software, on-premise software. So
Yes, sir.
cloud-based, Azure is one cloud. AWS in
Yes.
one cloud. So any softwares which are there in Azure and AWS, we call it as cloud-based softwares. Power BI service is a Azure cloud-based software. Power BI
Yes.
service is one cloud-based software which is there in Azure. So wait till Power BI service, you will understand what is cloud, what is on-premise.
Okay.
Hi, sir.
Right? Yeah.
Sir, I have a 4,000 rows of data set.
4,000
want to
rows of
modify-
data set.
Yes, sir. I want to modify the last 4 columns. Actually, totals are something else on the table. How can I edit?
You want to modify last 4 columns.
Yeah, 4 rows, sir.
Columns or
Actually, rows, sir. Last row actually totals.
You need to write conditional column. You need to go to conditional column. You need to mention some condition. For the last 4 rows, you need to select either row ID or something. So, and you need to modify it. Go to the conditional column. So write a condition here. When the row ID is something, so when this greater than some value, last 4 values, write some condition. Remaining all, leave it as it is, so that it will modify only that last 4 rows. Remaining rows, it will keep it as it is. You need to write one conditional column based on any one of this column.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Right, guys. We'll meet in tomorrow's class. DAX today is not a part of Power Pivot. So if you want, you need to install externally. It's an external software. You need to go to the Google. You can download it and you can install it. Just go to the Google and search for DAX Studio. DAX Studio. It will not get automatically. When you click on DAX Studio download, you'll go to a page where you can download the DAX Studio. Once you download it, install it. It's a straightforward installation. As soon as you install it, that will show here, guys. That will show in the external tools section. That will show when you go here, external tools, whatever the external tools you install, that it will show here. So if you are not installing any external tools so far, you will not see this button, external tools button. I installed DAX Studio, Tabular Editor, ALM. These are separate softwares which are not related to Power BI. They are no way related to Power BI. There are third-party softwares. So which will help us sometimes when you are working in Power BI. Have I published these notes to Power BI service? I think I published it. Right, guys. See you in tomorrow's class.